Hi, welcome. In this video, we will solve problem Canoes to save people asked by companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, and Google.
So let's check out this problem. So far we have covered two pointers in same direction, opposite directions. We have also seen how we can do the two sum, how we can do difference of k. Now this is the first word problems on two pointers that we are going to solve. So before solving it, I want you all to pause the video, go through the problem statement, understand the input and output, and then let's get started. So here you are given an array of weights. So I am hoping this is the array, and where weights of I represents the weight of the ith person. So this is 2, 1 is the weight basically. You also have an unlimited number of canoes. Canoes basically means boats, each with a maximum capacity of capacity. So here we have given a capacity. Each canoe can hold at most 2 people at the same time, provided their combined weight does not exceed the capacity. So the weight should not exceed the capacity. Your task is to determine minimum number of canoes needed to transport all the given people. So here you can see, so in the input weights, we have two persons weight, weight of 2, weight of 1, and we need to find number of boats for it. So if the capacity is 3, right, one boat will be sufficient, right? 2 plus 1, both the two persons can lie in the same boat, and that's why the output is 1, right? Next we have 1, 2, 2, 3, and the capacity is 3, and we have 3 boats. So let's understand it a bit more clear sense. So here these are my weights of the persons 1, 2, 2, 3, right? And I need to find number of canoes. So you can see these are canoes. This is the basic structure of canoes. So what I will do, I will take one canoe, right? And I will place one person here. So I can place this one or I can place this one. So what do you think? Who should be go to this canoe? Should I place two persons here? So basically, if I go with a simple logic, simple sense, I should fill it with the maximum weight first, right? So I will fill with a person with 3 weight. So I will fit with this one, and this is done. Right? Can I fill any other person here? No, right? Because first of all, let me write it the capacity here. So the capacity is 3, right? And number of persons we can say we have 4. So the capacity is 3. Now the boat is full. I can't add more people here because the capacity is full, right? So this is done. Now let's check. So what type of person should I choose? Like with second weight, this is done, right? So I'm just removing it. So if I'm taking this one, let's see. If I'm taking this one, can I still the capacity is 3 and I have filled with a person with a weight of 2, right? So still we have a weight of 1 space, right? So I can fill with this person, right? So this is done, right? Now this is full. Okay. Now we have one person left, right? And I will fill with this person. Still we have one capacity left, but there is no other person. So this is also done. So total how many boats required here? The minimum number of boats, that is 3. And that's why the output is 3. So I hope this is clear to you, right? How this is getting done, how we are filling these boats. Now think how we can solve this problem. So let's understand it, right? So in the problem, it was mentioned that we have this type of a weight, right? 1, 2, 2, 3, right? And this was our array. Okay, and let me just add these indexes. Okay, and here I'm writing the size of my array and the capacity that is required, that is 3. Okay. Now think how we can solve this problem. What do you think? First of all, let's take more arbitrary numbers. There is nothing as mentioned in the problem statement that the array will be sorted, right? So it can be like not sorted. So I will fill with, suppose I'm just using some random numbers. So I'm using 3, 1, 2, 2. Okay. So now in the previous explanation, when we were just filling the boards, we get to know that always we are trying to fill with the maximum vote first, right? Maximum weight first. So if you are searching for the maximum weights, right? You are filling with the maximum one, then you are checking the second maximum, then you are filling, then you are checking the third maximum, then you are filling with the votes. So don't you think that here we will need to sort the array? Right? So if we just sort the array, maybe we can find some of the patterns here. Right? So let's first sort the array. So I will basically take this one, okay. And here I will sort the array because I need to fill with the maximum weights first, right? So 1, 2, 2, 3 is your sorted array. Sorted array. Now think how we can achieve this, what things we can add here. Right? Now remember, we need to fill boats with 2 people, right? 2 person. Right? Like, or this is not mandatory that we need to fill with 2 person. Like the maximum persons can get in the boat are 2. Okay? So don't you think, are you getting any sense that you can apply 2 pointers here? So first, some of the observations that I am getting is, first thing is clear that we need to choose maximum weights first as much as possible, right? Because if I am taking maximum weight, and if by taking maximum weight, if I can fill the board, that is more good, right? Okay, so let me just copy one of the board here. Okay, and let's see now. So now think if I am using 2 pointers here, why? Because I need to fill 2 persons, right? And I need to start with the maximum one, right? So I can use 2 pointers. So I am taking one L pointer here and one R pointer here. Okay. Now why this L and R pointer? Basically, this will tell who are the 2 persons that are going to be filled by the board, right? So 1 and 3. So what I will do, I will first check the sum. So what I will do, I will simply check the sum of the 2 weights. So I will take ARR of L plus ARR of R, right? And I will get the sum. So suppose here I am getting a sum of 4, right? 1 plus 3 equals to 4, which is not permissible, right? Because the capacity is 3. That means I can fill with only 1 person. And if I am going to fill my boat with 1 person only, which person it should be? What do you think? Which person should it be? It should be the last one, right? Because it has the maximum weight. That's why I use my pointer at the last and the first. Alright. So it should be the maximum one, right? So I will fill with this person only, right? Suppose I have filled with a person with 3 weight, and I will simply done it here, that this is done. And what I will do, I will move my pointer. I will simply move my pointer R here. Right. Now I will again check, right? What is the sum? 1 plus 2, okay, and that is equals to 3. That means I can fill both, right? I can fill my board with both the 2 persons. So what I will do, I will fill it, and after this, I will move my R pointer and I will move my L pointer too, because this person is also done. Are you getting a sense? Are you able to just going in that direction of 2 pointers, right? Okay, okay. So now let's see. Should we take a good example, a more enhanced one? So let's take it. Just I want you guys to let's just complete this example first. So what I will do, I will simply go through it and let's see it. So what we will do, so what we are going, we are just taking sum equals to ARR of L plus ARR of R, right? And let me write the numbers. So left pointer, right pointer, we will calculate the sum and we will take the action. So I have an L pointer here and R pointer here. Okay. So my L is at 0, R is at 3, and I am checking the sum. So the sum is 4, which is greater than the capacity, that is 3. So I am writing here capacity only. Okay. That is 3. So what should be the action? My action should be R minus minus, right? R minus. And let's draw that table. So here we have some. So what are the conditions can be, right? Let's quickly discuss it. So when you have a sum, so it can be again, sum can be greater than your capacity, sum can be less than the capacity, and sum can be equal to your capacity. Okay, so now let's just quickly discuss all the cases. So if sum is greater than the capacity, like this one, 4 is greater than the capacity. So which pointer we should move? We should move R pointer, right? Because if I am going to fill my boat with one person, it should be the maximum one, right? So my action will be here R minus minus, right? I will move this pointer. And let's also count the number of boards. So I will do R minus minus and also I will count plus plus, that is count increased by 1. Okay. Now if my sum is less than capacity, okay, so you will get these types of cases very less maybe, but suppose, so how just I want to say, so suppose there is an array of 1 and 1, or suppose more these elements, okay, and the capacity is still 3, right? And now suppose by taking L and R pointer, the weight is 2 only, which is less than the capacity. Okay, so you are already at the maximum, right? So you have an R pointer that is has the maximum weight, right? You have the L pointer that is has the lowest weight. So by just collecting 2, you are still less, right? Still the weight is less than the capacity, right? But you don't have any option, right? Because you are already taking the maximum weight from the array. You are already taking the maximum weight from the array. So what you will do is still what you will do, you will fill the boat with the 2 persons. So you will move your L pointer, you will move your R pointer, right? And so it will be L plus plus, R minus minus, and your count will be increased by 2 because it is filled. So count will be, I will say count equals to count plus 1, sorry, for one boat, because boat is always 1, right? You have placed 2 persons, but still the boat is 1. Now when your sum is equals to capacity, then what will happen? Even if your sum is equals to capacity, what you will do? You will simply move it like here. When my pointer was here, right? 2 plus 1 equals to 3, that is equals to capacity. What I will do? I will simply place these 2 persons. So I will simply do L plus plus, R minus minus, and I will simply do count plus plus. Okay. So now let's see. Now let's look our table. So here we have done R minus minus. Okay. So now my R will be here. Okay. So R is at 2, L is still 0. Now what is the weight? 3, which is equals to capacity. So what I will do? Okay, instead of only doing R minus minus, I will do count plus plus. So R minus minus and let's CT as a count plus plus. Now weight is equals to 3, that is equals to constant, the capacity. So what I will do? Again we will do L plus plus, we will do R minus minus, and we will update the count, that is CT, because one boat is filled. Okay, so it is this count, it's T looking like plus, so I will use N. So Cn plus plus, it is more making sense. Okay, now by doing L plus plus, L is at 1, L is at 1, R is also at 1. Right now, this is very beautiful case. Okay, so this is done. My L is here and my R is also here. Both are pointing to the same element. Right? Both are pointing to the same weight. So if I am adding weight, let's suppose, or what do you think? Should I stop it here only? Yes, right. Because if I am adding these 2 plus 2, it will be 4, which is greater than capacity. But this is not making sense because this is the single weight only. So whenever your L is equals to R, what you will do? You will simply stop. Right? You will simply stop it there only. And but still we have left one weight. Still we have left one weight. So what you can do, in the last you can put one condition. If your L is equals to R, do count plus plus. So here you can see how many counts we get here. So this is 1, right, plus 1. Then here we got plus 1 and here we got plus 1. So that is the total is 3. So total number of boats we want 3. Now is this making sense? Now let's take a one more good example. So I'll simply fill with some numbers. So let's take 3, then 4, then 1, then 2, 2, 5. So I guess 6 elements here. And let's me quickly put the indexes. 3, 4, 5. This is an array. Okay. And what should be the capacity? So capacity should be at least the maximum weight of a person. So 5 is the maximum weight here. So I am just taking 5. And let's see what will the number of votes. So I'm just checking my answer and later we will figure. So if I go with this one, so one vote will be consumed for this person, then 2 plus 2. So here we can take one more vote with 4 and this filled by the persons, or we can take this 3 plus 2, right? So this is done. 3 plus 2 is also done, right? Making a weight. And 4 plus 1, 5, that is also done. So this will also, and one vote for 2. Right. So here my answer is coming as 4. Now let's see how we will achieve this by using 2 pointers. So here the answer is 5. Now let's see. So we'll apply 2 pointers, but remember this is not sorted array, right? So first we need to sort this array. So let me just quickly sort the array. So after sorting the array, my array will be like this: 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is now sorted array. Okay, and the indexes are 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now let's quickly use our 2 pointers. So I will take one pointer here, L, one pointer R, L, R. I will calculate the sum and we will do some action. Okay. So now let's start. So L is at 0, R is at 1, sorry, not 1, that is 5. And what is the sum right now? 5 plus 1, 6, right, which is greater than capacity. Okay, so what we will do? Remember the action? We will do R minus minus, right? Can't fill, we will fill with the maximum weight, R minus minus, and we will update the count, that is count plus plus. Okay, now again let's check. So L is still 0, R is at 4 now, and 0 plus 4 the element, that is 5, which is equals to capacity. So what we will do? We will do L plus plus, right? We will move this pointer because it can be filled by both the persons, right? So I am moving both the pointers, and then we will do Cn plus plus because one boat is filled. So R will be here, L will be here. Now let's see. L is at 0.1. Let me put it here. L is at 0.1. r is at 0.3, and now what is the weight? This is still equals to 5, right? So what I will do, I will again move both the pointer L plus plus, R minus minus, and Cn plus plus, that is our count. Okay, and now let's see. So if I moved my L, this is here, moved my R, this is here. So L is pointing to 2, R is also pointing to 2. So now my both pointers are in same, I can stop, right? And remember, when both pointers are same, what I will do, I will update my count equals to plus plus. So the answer was 4, I guess. Like maybe I just missed my calculation. Answer was 4, right? So here, what is the count? So plus 1, 2, 3, and 4. Yes. So the answer, we are getting the output. 4 boats will be required. Okay. And this is how you can solve this beautiful problem by using 2 pointers. Let's just calculate one of the edge case. Might be you guys are thinking like I am saying that you need to add this condition if L is equals to R, then update your count with plus plus. But what will happen if it is not possible? Let's quickly check that case. So it can be possible. Suppose like here I am using 6 elements. So let's suppose here is 1, 4, and 2, 3, and let me put 2, 3 again. Okay, so it can be possible here 3, 4, 5. I'm just telling you how this will work. So you can take L pointer and R pointer, right? 4 plus 1, 5. So what you will do, you will move both the pointer, right? You will update it with update your boats count. Let me put plus 1. Then again 2 plus 3, 5. What you will do, you will move both the pointer. You will update the boats count, right? Now again L and R, again making 5, which is equals to capacity. Again you will move your L pointer and move your R pointer here. Alright, again the boat will be plus 1. So here total boats required, that is 3, and that is the answer as well. And now you can see, now R is greater than L, right? So this condition won't met here. So that's why we don't need to add one extra count here. So we only count when there are suppose odd elements and we are sticking to, because we need to fill with that guy that is left. Right, one person is left with some certain weight. It can be less than capacity, it can be equal to capacity. But if that person is less, he will going to be alone in that boat, and the boat will be required, right? So for that person, that is now we are leaving it, right? That is the last. So we will be required one boat for it, right? So this is how this conditions work. So this is how we are dealing with the edge case. Let me put here that this is the edge case. So that's all. And let's check out the code implementation, how we can implement this code, right? So we will, in the next video, we will check out how to implement the code.